3. Yeah.
Your
But
team,
overall, very happy.
your team is going up next. Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Let's ask the fans for support.
um, Hope everyone from RRQ Kingdom, please give us your support. This is a very exciting match that's coming up. Please give your support to the players. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir Andrian, how is it like to manage the entire team RRQ Hoshi?
I feel very blessed first because having these amazing fans throughout this, MLBD community is overwhelming, to be honest. Just proud and feel blessed.
And what do you want the world to know about RRQ? What do you want the entire world to know about RRQ?
Um, we never give up. We will take the crown. Thank
Ooh.
you.
Now go ahead, take the trophy, raise it up, let the entire world see the trophy. Here you go. It's a bit heavy. It's
Very heavy.
It's very heavy. Congratulations once again with 35,814 votes.
It's for you, Ricky. Viva RRQ. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Adrian and Sir Calvin. Congratulations. There you
Jo.
have it. This only proves that Indonesia
Janohan
has the
Senior.
biggest fans when it comes to
Janohan
MLB.
Senior, nakita
And
natin.
now, it's time for our upper bracket action.
Shout out sa'yo, Lodi.
Onyx Philippines will go up against
Magandang
the
gabi
winner,
sa'yo.
RRQ Hoshi.
Try lang natin mag-live.
We're gonna go backstage.
First time.
So for sure, a lot of RRQ Hoshi fans are cheering for them as they're about to go on right now.
Bibili mo na
We're gonna
ibababae mo,
go.
Lodi.
Oh, thank you.
Baka maayudahan natin.
We're gonna go to RRQ. My goodness, for sure they're really happy right now. They've proven that they have the best fans out there. Hello, guys. Where's Coach Atil? Coach. Hi, Coach. Come on over. Come on over. My goodness. Were you surprised at all that you won the best team, basically, and the best player? The most popular of all for M3? Predicted. Predicted. That's how many
Kumain ka
fans
naman?
you guys have. Now,
Kain tayo
have
dito?
you had a chance to meet Onyx Philippines? Have you had a chance to meet your opponent in person, face to face?
Para malangkang yung isda, no? Ha?
Kasi kinakulatin yun. Ewan ko na kasi.
Hindi, masarap. May kamias din to eh.
Did you get to see them at all in the hotel?
Kain tayo,
Did you have
Lodi.
any interaction with them?
Matinik yan.
Oh, what's your
Huh?
first
Matinik
impression of
yan.
them?
Masarap.
We're friends
Parang bangos.
before even before India.
Matinik.
Oh, okay. Do you know Coach Yap?
Yeah, he's
Parang
my
bangos,
friend.
masarap.
Oh, what are some of the things that you guys talk about right before you headed on here?
We talk about meeting and train together.
And what is your message? We saw Coach Yap right there on the TV earlier. What's your message
Ay,
to
sa
Coach
Pilipinas
Yap?
ginanap?
Get ready.
Oh, yan.
It's first time we met in the tournament.
Do we have a cheer? Do we have a cheer for
Adobong
RQ?
laman loob.
Oh, can we do it? Come on, gather up,
Naubos
let's
na
go.
yata yung itlog.
Alright.
What time is it?
Ay, kinuha ko na silang pagkain.
Okay.
Babalik pa ako.
What time is it? That's what,
Ano, sa Pilipinas ginanap?
That's what you wanted to ask.
Singapore.
Viva!
Pati si ano na andun, si Mara.
Viva!
Oh.
One more time.
Ang ginawa yung Mobile Legends sa
Alright, good luck. Ooh,
sa Pilipinas. Noon pa nang nangyari nun.
I can feel it
Di ba
now.
nga kaya may Pacquiao?
Amazing.
Natira ng 10 million
Imagine
sa Pacquiao.
35,814,000 votes for Team RRQ. Now, we're gonna go to one of the
Nandiyan ka
most
sa upuan, hindi mo
loved
makita.
team in the Philippines. Onyx Philippines! Hi, guys! Okay, so you're about to face one of the strongest teams out here, the most popular team in the world, Coach Yab. Does that make you guys nervous?
No, because we have to face everybody. And
Sino
if
ba
you
kalaban
need to be
nila?
a champion, you need to
Unik.
defeat everyone.
Hindi nga, anong mabasaso?
Malakas din. Pasok sa
You
upper
know
bracket.
what Miss Universe weren't you?
Sino nga kalaban nila?
Coach was saying, Coach Axel was saying,
After
you guys
ano
know each
sila
other,
doon?
you guys have had a few conversations
I
back
like
and
you.
forth. What's your impression of him?
All Indonesians are very friendly and very
Sabagay, Pilipinas pa yung malakas.
very
He sent you a message. What is your message to Coach Axel?
let's have
Shout
fun,
out,
and
3 million in the house.
It will be a good match.
It
Onyx-export
would be a
yun
good
eh.
match. What did you tell your players
Huh?
right before coming here?
Onyx-export yun eh.
Hindi yan, Onyx
Just
Philippines
sing
yan.
and dance.
Oh, okay. What were you
Onyx
singing?
Alagay kasi sa ano niya,
What were you
Onyx
singing?
Export.
Coach,
Onyx
wait,
Sports
hold on.
Philippines.
I know you sing.
No, no, no.
I know you sing,
Ang
Coach.
investor niya,
Filipinos
ano,
love to sing.
taga Pilipinas.
Can we just
Oh,
can we just give it even like 10 seconds? Come on, Coach.
Magka-company lang yan ng
You
Onyx
can do it. You can do it.
Sport.
Okay. How about I know you dance.
Always
Okay, Baloyski.
Baloyski, yeah.
Baloyski. How about you do it together? Come on, Baloyski. Baloyski. I know you do some TikTok. I know you do it. You can just shimmy it, shimmy, 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 shimmy. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Baloyski, go. Take it to the left. Take it to the right. They're discussing. They're discussing right now. We want to
May
know
damay?
what's inside of the players. You cannot pass. Represent. Ayan. Alright. Now, you heard their cheer. When I
Ito kaya binibili
say,
natin, ah.
when I say,
Nakikinig nga lang.
it's,
Mura kasi.
what time is it? It's, okay. What time is it? It's
sunny time!
What time is it?
It's sunny time!
One more time. What time is it?
It's sunny time!
All right. My goodness, you can really feel their energy. So it's now time to go to our
Makainin pala to.
contest.
Matinik. Masarap siguro to,
The
prito.
pride of two of the biggest Mobile Legends Bang Bang nations here are on the line. RRQ Hoshi face up against Onyx Philippines. Thank you, Mara. Here, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the caster desk with Mirko, Leo, and Baby LaFell. Oh my goodness, this is going to be
Pero malasa
most
yung
probably maybe even
laman
the
niya.
best match of the tournament. Truly, though, my mind is
Mas masarap
blanking
sa
out
bangus.
because of all the hype and all the technicalities. There's so much I'm expecting from this. Looking at the stats, looking at the previous performances, both from their own respective MPLs and
Ano, matinik.
M3 so far, I'm just expecting this to go the distance and for them to really just spread their wings, show us exactly what they're all about.
Yeah, and honestly, looking at everything that's going on behind the scenes, we can definitely see that RQ as well as Onyx Philippines, this is not their first rodeo. I'm pretty sure that they've fought against each other so many times that this is almost normal for them.
Absolutely, man. The tension, the pressure,
Prito lang
they
masarap
are
dito.
used to it right here. But this
Nandiyan
is
magpapinatong sa
Onyx
higaan.
PH going up against RK Hoshi in M3 here at Suntech, Singapore. So for you guys back at home, if you guys want to catch all the matches right here, you can come and visit to Singapore right now. Follow at visit_Singapore. Use the hashtag #PassionMadePossible to share with us what you want to do here in Singapore. For me, it's definitely going to be waiting here for the match for now, right? Because again, these two teams, they had so many crazy play styles, all right? Firstly, RRQ, very aggressive. Onyx, very aggressive, but it's the different style of aggressiveness. RRQ, they like the team fight aggression, whereas they go for objectives.
And so far in the spread of the playoffs, we've seen so many other types of play styles, but so far only, if I'm not wrong, 7 teams left. We just eliminated the last Brazilian in three.
blacklist na pa to,
Now
di ba?
we have an upper bracket
Blacklist.
matchup. I believe this is the upper bracket quarter
Sino
finals
saan?
between Onyx
Yung
Philippines
isa pang
and
laban, no?
RRQ.
Winner dito maglalaban.
Ah, Navi.
Tapos, kasi
Sa-
mananalo dyan. Yun na, kalaban.
Ka-team yan ng yan TDK, ka-team yan ng BT. Ay, hindi pala BTK.
You
Iba
set
pala.
yourself the Filipino pride, Onyx Philippines right here.
Onyx
They're
saka
so good at
RRQ,
spreading
no?
out the map, playing
Sino
isolated
nanalo
members,
dito?
but not just the members,
Ah.
but actually
Wala pa?
going towards
Sa
the
Ingles, tsaka
objective.
BTK,
They
wala
couldn't
pa.
care less about kills.
Wala pa.
Kills is just a bonus for them. Objectives are on their sides.
Yeah, and again,
Puro
like
upper
you guys
bracket
said,
yan.
let's talk about similarities and then we transition
yan.
into the differences. In terms of similarities, I would say the speed, because both these teams, they play really fast. In terms of how they rotate, like it's very optimal, as I should say, because whenever they move somewhere on the map, they're gonna get something. It's not gonna be like, oh, we rotate, but then nothing happens. That's not something that will happen. It's just that the way that they do it is very, very different. From the side of our
Laki daw ng bonus yun.
they would be more than happy to get 3-4 members together and then get those pickoffs.
Ang
From the side
final.
of our movies, if they can avoid it, yeah, they just avoid it. They're just gonna take those difference themselves.
Absolutely, but both of these teams, they will need something. Our official gaming gear, Razer, of course, for their journey towards
Hindi na
that grand
nakapasok,
final
Bren, no?
position. Then our official travel partner, Tumi, our official gaming chair, Secret
Pero
Lab,
at least
our
naman
official
sa
payment
akin,
partner, Frank,
yung season 2 sila
official
na
network partner, Singtel 5G,
Title.
partners Esports, B1, and our global social network partner, Facebook Gaming, in their tool sets to be able to beat each other up, all right? Because, man, this is literally the pride of two of the biggest, and I really do mean the biggest MLBB nations. You saw, they won team of the...
Ulam na to nila, man?
Yeah, we were talking about their similarities. These are
Itlog lang naman kakain nun, ba?
no stranger to the word
Kylie,
stage. They're
kumakain na
multi-time
ng
Balunan?
ng
series
balunan.
competitors. They are both coming in as grand finalists from their previous MPLs, and that aside, they're a good mix of veterans and rookies, very young, talented players alongside those experienced and
Gusto kong
wise,
wasak.
licensed players.
Malam sa.
I'm really looking forward to exactly what they're bringing.
Well, it is time right now for the players to make their way to the stage. Leo and Baby
Sarap
Phil,
ng
are you
alam ng loob
ready?
eh.
Are you ready? Let's get it. Let's
Atay,
see
di
the
yan
stage
kakainin.
right now. Who's going to make their way first? It
Ayan na.
is going to be Onyx time. Onyx Philippines coming in to the stage. You can see this lineup. They are ferocious. They are aggressive. And they are confident. But on that note, confidence is key. And who has it more? RRQ Hoshi from Indonesia. These veterans are here to take that M3 trophy.
Yeah, right now, again, RRQ. In terms of confidence, they should be high and mighty right now, especially Albert, again, being the player that had the most votes. And honestly, Miracle, I would say, if you were the one translating, I'm pretty sure we could get a difference out of Albert, honestly.
I agree completely. 100% there.
Yeah, you guys are of the same age group.
Right.
That's crazy.
He's a year younger than me. Oh, wow, crazy. Yeah.
Well, okay, both of you are on stage, so that's something.
Yeah, so he's the baby alien, he's the daddy. Jokes aside, I'm loving the energy that both of these teams are bringing. Again, as you saw Coach Yeb meet up with Coach Achil right down the middle of the stage. A lot of respect from these two very, very intelligent and composed leaders. It's just their breadth of wisdom and just in-game knowledge, and not just that, but just their experience as esports athletes themselves. They're bringing that and they're sharing it with their teams. Again, that's what's making this so amazing. I know personally more about Yeb. Coach Achil, he seemed like a much younger guy compared to Yeb, but I guess that's where their contrast comes in, right? Yeb, he's more of an older brother. I don't want to say uncle, older brother figure. He's just in control of the whole team. Coach Achil, does he have the same dynamic? What's it like?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Achil, again, he does look younger, but he is a veteran. Remember, he's the coach who brought RRQ to the M1 World Championships, and now it's time to take a look at Onyx PH.
Wala
This
si
is the
Mike.
Larski, Marky, Kylie, and Baloy's team.
Ay, siya,
Slowly,
Arkin.
as we start discussing the details, you're going to see how different these two teams are. Onyx PH, they had the Onyx Shuffle going in through MPL Season 8. They had a roster of 9. More often than not, you saw all 9 players. So now they're playing with this roster with one more bench, and that's Bimo. He is a roamer. He sometimes plays the support role, but that being said, it's this lineup that's working so far for Onyx PH, keeping their upper bracket slot.
Well, there you go, man. LaFell, any other thoughts for Onyx PH? As now we are going to enter the player stats.
Yeah, the thing that I like to think about is how just now Neil himself has mentioned Coach Yeb as well as Achil in terms of the differences in age, and we can definitely see that, in my personal opinion, how Onyx will play is very mature in the way that they calculatively, in the sense that they know what things to prioritize and really maximize the efficiency of
Bawal
traffic
tayo
use,
liga sa
ensure
ito
that
ng
they
password.
avoid any unnecessary
Anak mo.
fight that could lead to mistakes.
That's so specific because, yeah, this does represent an older, a more wise type of player where they don't mind playing the same hero over and over again. Baloyski has played the Rafaela all throughout, and if something works for you in routine, you just keep doing it.
Yeah, and there you go. On that note, routine 17, our Hoshi's team lineup, they didn't change it whatsoever. It's going to be Clay, R7, Sin, Albert, and Vin. The same five members that got them to the runners-up of FPL IB Season 8. And I think if we're talking about RRQ, sure, we can talk about mechanics, we can talk about the macro play, but the number one thing I want to talk about is trust and synergy. It doesn't matter how far they're behind, their trust is insane.
Not just that, it's the legacy of excellence. Arjosh has been in the game for so long. Earlier this year, they celebrated their birthday, the kingdom celebrated, and now we see more of a difference, right? RQ Hoshi, their bench player is Skylar. He's a young gold laner. As compared to the bench Demo, who's a roamer, they just have a different tool set.
Yeah, and I want to touch upon the point that Merkel brought up about how they
Pineapple na lang.
trust each other. And it's very easy
You know,
to
may
trust your
pineapple na
team
kita.
when you know that they are that good. Because on this side, like, I really like how
Tagal na to.
R7 plays because it really doesn't matter what kind of situation it is. R7 is going to make sure that he makes the game much easier for his team. And that's the thing that you can see from the side of everyone here, from the side of RQ, every single player
Di ba
makes
dalawang
the
mangga
life
binigay
of
sa
their
atin
own
yung ano?
teammates easier.
Ano
Then
ba
over
yung
here,
dalawang?
being a very
Dalawa
good
ba?
two-point setter, as well as protecting his own backline, making the life of Albert very,
Kanya
very
ka?
easy. Early in the group stages, Albert got that savage off of his team's game.
And not just that, now we are going to take a
Oh,
look at
no.
team head-to-head as well. And as you can see, very much like how I said it, RQ, they want to brawl, they want to fight, war, and war. But Onyx PH, they want that first turret, they want to play for the objectives. 100% first tower rate. What is that stat?
Efficiency. Again, like, they play efficiency because fighting is cool, fighting is great, dying is not so great, and that is what they do. The way that they play is almost like time and time that they said, okay, by 12 minutes we're gonna do A, B, C. By 30 minutes we're gonna do X, Y, and Z. And I think it's like what Leo said, it's just repetition over repetition over repetition. Probably they're kind of bored of their own play style, but it's one of the situations, even if you speak, you're gonna do the same thing.
Yep, and who gets bored of winning, right? Across FPL Philippines Season 8, Onyx PH just dominated. Actually, they started in the upper bracket and they ended the playoffs in the upper bracket where they fell to a very, very angry blacklist. So yeah, these stats actually paint a very good picture. There is one more thing I want to pay attention to, folks. RRQ Hoshi, KDA, just almost huge jump from Onyx PH's 5.6 to 8.9, skewed by Albert, almost alone. Albert is just a monster.
Yeah, fun fact. The top two best KDA, it's Clay and it's Albert. All
It's on
right?
this team.
It's on this team. Actually, the top three. Not
Finn
just
as well.
yeah, Finn as well. So that's just bonkers. But now it's time to take a look at the Onyx Philippines key to victory.
Yeah, again, they're just so good at securing those early objectives.
Nasira lang to.
Play
Inayos
around with
na to.
Delarski, or better yet, use Delarski. He's not
Mga
gonna ask for you to
dito.
farm for him or to let him farm. He's just gonna open up the map for you. You just gotta come and walk through. Focus on the back line, find those
Kanina,
ways,
dami na
or
nang
try
nanood
to
eh.
get the dive in, and then back up Ito and
Kasi sabi
Matilda.
ng ano
Arsenal has a
daw,
lead,
hindi ko alam,
Portugal
naintindihan.
lost. So far, on
Pin
the
ba?
current record, here and
Ba't
there.
di ka
But
nagpatulog
just to be
kaya
safe,
nung
right? Just to be safe as
Mamaya,
well as
ano na,
Brazil.
pagka ano-check ko
Okay.
na.
And there you go. Maybe right now we are.
30 minutes din ako
honestly,
kanina.
It's insane. It's insane by Onyx Philippines. The way that they're playing, the
3 hours
efficiency in their team, but also we gotta take a look at
What
our RQ's play. RQ Hoshi's key to victory. All right, here we go, LaFell. What can you tell me? Toda, we're actually beaten by these boys by the same things, I should say.
Yeah, and right now we gotta look at the sure lane dominance, and it is again very, very instrumental to make sure that on the side of Onyx Philippines they don't do what they want to do, just like what we've been talking about, the banana split. So as long as they win the lanes, they should at least cut half of the power from the side of Onyx Philippines. Prepare against a siege composition, restrict Marky, don't let him bully out the lanes, don't let him make the plays, and avoid early trades, because again, they can take the early trades, but the reason why they
Natanggal
should
ko tuloy yung
avoid
play
it
ni
is on the side of
Pwede.
Onyx
May
Philippines,
pasok
like,
siya
oh,
eh,
you're winning
pinlay
that
lang.
fight, sure, but
Sayang.
there's going to be two other objectives that Onyx Philippines is going to take, and that is why Onyx Philippines is good, because they're going to give the opponent team one trade, but they're going to take two.
Yep, and that's exactly what enables that gameplay around the third key to victory, restricting Marky. Marky has a nickname in the Philippines. We'll talk about it later on because right now, head to head, it's between these two young
Nawala na yung
and
team
talented, and basically
Poyaters.
they just demand
Team
the spotlight they
Poyaters.
put on them. It's Kyrie and Albert. Again, there's that destructive, just colossal KDA, 10.2, and a GPM of about 817.4, almost 20-30 ahead of Kyrie. And there is one thing though that Kyrie has over him, and it's just his capability to play around this team a little bit.
Yeah, that's something that makes it really, really interesting because Albert and Kyrie,
Love
both
yan.
of them, as you
Signal
said,
yan.
very young, very full of potential, and at this point, possibly the two best junglers in the world, right? But what makes them different right here is that Albert, he's sure, the team likes to play around him, but even if the team doesn't, he's self-sufficient. He can go into these single 1v1s, 1v2s in the fights that he's performing
Is that
really
mine?
well. Whereas Kyrie, he sometimes needs those resources to be put onto him so that he can be an even bigger threat. And that's what we've seen from Onyx.
Yeah, right now going into this game, honestly, we have to look at what kind of draft that they're going to play because even we were talking, walking on the way here, what kind of game are we looking for? Is this going to be a long game? Is this going to be a quick game? Because all the teams, on the side of Onyx, they don't mind avoiding team fights. On the side of RQ, they will start the team fights. And seeing RQ again, flashbacks, thinking of what happened with Toda, they don't mind going to the later stages of the game.
Oh, but now it's time to look at the audience prediction. Indonesia, 93%.
Huh?
H1 alone of the prediction paints an interesting story. Look at this. So it's a split.
Indonesia na ipitrin.
Philippines, Indo, Philippines, Indo, Philippines, Indo, and we usually see 98 to 2, right?
Yeah.
Where's this 17% come from? Who in Indonesia doesn't believe in RQ?
Yeah, man, this is crazy. Even from the Philippines, 5%. That's numbers that we usually don't see. Yesterday, it was 2% for the Indonesian team. But look at this. On the other page, it is still fair. Down right in the center. But it's pretty funny, actually.
Hindi ko ano eh.
They lost to Onyx.
Maano yung pin?
Chose Onyx, and then Malaysia, Todak lost to RRQ, so they chose RRQ to beat us. So it's a pretty funny one. But on the final page, you can see that RRQ is just dominating.
Tsaka na lang,
in terms
magpa-practice
of
na lang
audience
ako.
prediction. But so far, it is.
Hindi ko alam, hindi ko mahanap yung option eh.
It's dominating, yes, just because it sides clearly to RRQ, but there's still a good split. 60-40 ain't bad. 60-40 ain't bad. That
Ayun na yung
means
wipe.
if people were to applaud, you'd still hear it.
Yeah, for sure, man. But, ladies and gentlemen, if this match continues, we need good connection, unlock ultra-responsive gaming with 2 times lower latency, and get the edge you need while gaming on the go with Singtel 5G, Singapore's most powerful 5G network.
Napindot ko ng
on
ano
the,
eh.
on the note of
Exit, ano,
communication,
yung
Onyx PH and RRQ,
Stop.
both they
Wala
have
na.
a very
Ulit
similar,
na naman.
their trust is similar, right?
Sayang, may
Onyx,
mga
they
ano
trust
sa
their
ano,
team very
dumalaw.
much. They know what to
Ano
do,
yun?
and there is no hesitation. Like we see from
Yun
the
nga
fight
eh.
from Kyrie.
Pinindot ko na nga eh.
Kyrie was so low.
May sinabi
Team
si,
wanted to keep
ano,
on going. He's gonna keep on going.
si Ma'am Luisa, ano daw?
1v5,
Mga ninja,
dashing
pero
into the
mintong
bush,
ginamit ko ng
everyone
live eh.
follows
Paano
through
kaya
the
yun?
Albert. So, what is
Ano
the
kayang
two things that we can see in
main?
the team? What are the differences? The main
Main yung
differences that,
ginamit
other
ko
than
pang
the
live
different, aggro side from this team, like the weaknesses, I'm trying to say.
Actually, I'm looking forward to what the coaches are going to adjust because if we look at the most pick and bans, on the side of Onyx Philippines, they mainly get all of the heroes that really made their draft work. And I want to see Coach Achille, what kind of bans that he will prefer going up against the team to try and force them to play a different kind of style. And on the side of RQ, I do want to see whether they
Yun yung
will
pinindot
let
ko.
go of the lane
Pindutin mo
because we've
picture
seen
nila.
that the lane
Pinindot ko,
can be beaten. It's
hindi ko
strong, don't
naman
get me wrong.
ang lumalabas.
Thing is crazy. It is crazy,
Yung
strong, but it is still beatable.
action,
So,
hindi
I'm
option.
actually looking forward to the pick and ban first. That's number one. Number two, I want to hear how they're
Yes.
how they're gonna communicate because this
Lag
headset,
pa.
one ear is gonna be on, one ear is gonna be out. I want to listen to what they have to say.
I think this is just the RRQ staple. You just want to listen to
Oh.
that. You love to see it. love it.
Action
If you don't
lumalabas.
understand,
Bakit kaya?
if you don't understand,
Remove moderator ko?
they know each
Action
other
nga
so well,
lumalabas
so
kahit
I
ang
don't
pindot
think
ko,
that it'll be, strange or long shot to expect that
Pag
they'll
wala
be
sa
on
picture,
back.
try mo
So going to the
pangalan,
draft
anong
alone,
lumabas.
I'm expecting a lot of energy already.
Competitors on the stage, friends
Lumabas,
off of it.
action.
Let's see as the
Go to
draft
channel,
is on for
report,
game
remove,
number one. The
put
tension
user in
is
timeout,
real.
hide
RRQ
user
taking away
in
the
this
features
channel,
and the
remove
time.
moderator.
Philippines following it up with the Yeep and the Hayabusa Ling still up for grabs. Again,
Sabi
like
nila,
you
ano
mentioned,
daw?
He has bled on that thing.
Ninja
Something we
daw.
haven't seen for a whole year.
Hindi ko alam,
But
hindi ko
it's surprising to
naintindihan
say, yes,
masyado.
It has suffered loss here at M3.
here's the thing about the specific heroes that we're looking at. Again, the Ling or the Hayabusa or the
Yung
heroes
lagi
expected
lumalabas,
to actually
action.
outperform or to still
Kaya-
be on the spotlight, be on a pedestal when it comes to the
Action
draft.
talaga.
The entry meta has just turned that on its head. We have created new stars in the likes of Lolita, in the likes of Lilia, who are such high priority heroes. So now, I think it's going to come down to their main strategy. No longer are they fixated on single heroes. Say for maybe this one right here,
5
and another.
million.
Her sister, the other Dot in the current metagame, Matilda. It's open for Onyx. I'm wondering if they're going to pick it up because Rafaela's still out there too.
Yeah, Rafaela is still up there. We all know how much Beloyski loves this hero, but Esmeralda, if we're talking about love towards a specific hero, it's gotta be RRQ, man. Every single time they have the first pick, if it's not the Yip, it is the Esmeralda, but now look, on the Philippines, they are prepping for that link.
Let me
Letting the link
think
go
that. Sige,
means
tawag
that
ko
you need a lot of these single target knock CCs right here, right? And there you have it. It is the Selena and the Cho picked up for RPH. So already going for a little bit of a pig style composition right now.
Yeah, not only just pick, but also the bush control, because right now on Philippines, the way that they're drafting, it looks like number one, prepping for the link. If an assassin kind of any kind of hero is gonna come through, the Joe is gonna be the one to deal with it. And right now, having this Selena opens up the map, opens up how they're gonna move, how they're gonna rotate. But right now, on the side of RQ, Barca has been picked up as well as Aldos.
Tawagan
I
kita.
don't discount the fact that it might actually be Zin on this Aldous from the gold lane. And before we wait for phase 2 after this third pick by Onyx, I want to mention that one huge difference, right? Between Zin and Marky, Zin is more likely to just farm up and then dominate his lane, right? Marky,
Share screen.
the way I see him and the way I know him, he's more of a gold lane wingman. He's so reliable, you expect him to just perform and communicate. That's one thing I know from Onyx Philippines, is that even as a gold laner, he's so good on updating his teammates on what exactly is going on with him and what's happening elsewhere on the map. So now, looking on PH, he's still open.
Yan.
Marky's choice is still out there. We might
Yan.
see how they use that
May
strength
painanon na
after they
konti.
pick up that Lancelot. And
Ha?
Battling! He's back.
Yeah, the Ling fan finally coming through for
Ito.
the side of Onyx.
Ayan oh. Live. Oh. Diba?
Hindi ko makita.
Ba't ganun wala?
Ha?
Wala? Share screen. Ulit.
Hindi ko makita yung screen mo eh.
Ay! Hindi, pa-video lang pala. Dito na lang pala ako.
Ha?
Ito. Tawagan kita. Ito pala, share screen. Ulit nga. Men, ayan.
Ayan.
Ah.
Tingin mo sa baba.
Ah.
Pindutin mo lang yung message niya.
Ayan yung message oh.
Tapos pindutin mo lang yung ano ko. Nang lalabas.
Ang lalabas, action.
Yung ano, kung ano yung picture ko, yung picture.
Ganon din eh.
Ha?
Ganon din.
Biglain mo daw, biglain.
Hide tuloy. Unhide. User. Wala, yan pa rin. Action talaga. May sinasabi si Ma'am Luisa eh. Yung ano daw option. Ninja.
Talaga. Ano ko lang, baba.
Ha?
Yung settings. Pindutin mo yung settings.
Saan? Dito?
Hindi yan. Yung parang ano,
Ito?
kasunod ng pangalan ko.
Ito?
Hindi. Yung sa ano, Australia, sunod. Parang yabi.
Ito?
Maliit, oh.
Ganon din eh.
Ha?
Ganon din lumalabas.
Ano nakalagay?
Ganon din. Action din.
Yeah.
Sabi niya may ninja. Ba't pag gumamit ka daw ng ninja? Ano yan? Hindi ko magets eh. Main kasi itong pinanla-live ko, di ba?
Yeah. May isa ka pang cellphone.
Meron.
O, tingnan mo dyan sa ano mo. Ah, pero pwede yan eh. Bakit hindi ka makaano?
Ba't di ako makapagpapin? Action daw talaga ang lalabas pagka ninja ang pinang-a-add mo, moderator.
Eh, yun naman, main mo account mo yan, di ba?
Main ko yung pinang-live, tapos main ko rin yung pinang-add.
Ah, wala namang connection yan.
Wala ba? Hindi ko alam.
Sige, ha. Mamaya. Nangin ka.
Sige, sige.
Or the goal. So Selena can play it slow. However, I feel like, especially going up against this Aldos, maybe they want to go maybe a little bit faster.
Well, the questions will be answered here in the game. Are you ready? It's going to be RRQ and Onyx taking it to the land of dawn as both of these side lanes are already crazy trades on the board. Selena, what happened in that early stage? Beloyski already at such low HP.
Yeah, looking at the mid lane just now, she tried to go aggressive, but Clay manages to damage her a little bit more, especially here, Finn on this Matilda, focusing every single hit from the first steal, managing to kick her. But I feel like in this early stage of the game, it's still fine, it's still controllable. It's how they transition after this.
Yeah, I like how you put it, Leo. Deceptively good. I agree completely, man. Esmeralda, everyone says, yes, scaling hero. But in that early stage, it's actually really, really good, especially when you're talking about the early mobility. Where Yuzong, yes, has mobility, has that T5 potential, but only
Galing
after
yan.
that ult.
Yep, and so
Si
far the only
Lena.
thing that Onyx can do is win the vision game, and of course try to find those pickups for Beloyski's in-laws.
Oh, well, this is going to get taken down. That's your first blood by Racer, picked up by the Filipino team, Onyx.
And that's what I was saying. RRQ, they're playing on one lane of deception, while OnyxPH might be doing the same thing. Shades of Navi possibly playing Possum early on. What is it, 2 minutes?
Now this is what I'm talking about, because Selena is actually very good in any lane, whether EXP or gold. You just have to pressure a little bit, and Zin went a little bit overzealous, had his first death over there. We just want to see what Onyx wants to transition on, and looks like the turtle is going to be the objective.
Yeah, they really like to do these kind of things, but Vin is already in there. He's going to try to go and do some damage. Only Salford able to get onto two members right now. Salford, he gets kicked away. He's going to get taken down. And on 7, he's going to try to go for more. Beloyski for the price of Albert. That is not a good trade, but they're trying to make it a better one. Beloyski now on the 1v3, instantly taken down, and that's going to be RRQ, going and equalizing the board 2-2.
Galing
So
niya
far,
RRQ.
one kill up, but
Galing
then
din.
Kyrie still got the turtle. I guess the only real place where there's no true neutrality is bottom lane. Because look at this, Marky's just bullying.
Oh, yeah, you can see the majority of that gold lead is going to come down from Marky. 300 gold lead, and that turret gold has been taken away.
And right now, I'm looking at from the side of RFQ Hoshi, where Albert, again, not afraid to go in front to get that kind of play, but I want to see his team following up with him as well. Early in that turtle fight, I feel like they could have played it a little bit better, perhaps a better kind of engagement, but probably just a little bit too aggressive trying to secure that turtle.
Oh, but
Yeah,
Arsenal
slow
now
now.
not in a bad situation, still able to run away, deal some damage back to Beloyski. It is going to be both of these members taking a half HP. Onyx still with that lead. And now we are going to take a look in, going very aggressively onto Kyrie, holding on to that Circuit Eagle. Sir Clay is here for the is trying to pop it off just to zone Kyrie away, as he will need to go back into his jungle. Still, both the teams on equal grounds. Let's take a look at the items so far.
Certainly didn't find anything there. Again, you see the mechanical genius of Kyrie. Up top, it's Albert trying to get this gold crab, and Kyrie giving him a visit. I think there is one loss here for Beloyski. Just don't do XP lane anymore. It's a security loss. I think that it's a much less financial beneficial thing here, at least for finances and for XP. So yeah, maybe kind of give Marky a visit. That might be a good try.
Yeah, speaking of Marky, right now he already completed his Calamity Reaper. Looks like he is on the way on finishing. Oh, over there, Clay getting tagged, but again, for the side of Marky, he's on the way completing his Feather of Heaven, and I feel like right now Araki Hoshi is giving a little bit too much space for the side of Arif, because again, he has that purified. He's gonna be nasty team fights.
Yeah, and now we can see already Onyx preparing this turtle. Really good setup. If they're able to get Barca really low, Vin trying to open up the map, will be able to dodge away from the missile arrow as on it goes and starts it up. R7 though being such a nuisance already here, guiding in to save him away from that engage, but he is extremely low. This is not really looking good for the side of Onyx, but this arrow once again is going to be dodged away. On RQ, they might look for a collapse. Onyx might look for a collapse. It's just going to be a matter of who gets it. Final execution to go in and get the turtle. Now an on fight breaks loose. Vin goes in for the circle eagle on the ancient with. Oh my god, he's going to take it down as that's the Albert. He's going to like it pounce, unable to connect onto anything. While R7 going in for the falling star one as well, as both teams will just choose to disengage Onyx with the lead.
Baloyski's playing geometry, man, and Circlay's not picking up. Honestly, he's drawing lines and points with this arrow and this trap. They're going to jump on to R7. He's going to be flying. This is a great read from Arkehoshi. They understood that we have to change the dynamic because bot lane is going to get hammered here. Let's switch over to the top lane, and that's exactly where Marky went. On to my point again. LaFell said it best, wherever Baloyski goes, he just changes the pace of the game. Right now, that's another one.
Baloyski has just been so on point.
Yeah, right now, actually, looking at the previous team fight for the side of Onyx Philippines, this is the kind of gameplay that we are expecting from them. They're going to prioritize the objective split for the side of
Kaso
RQOC.
talaga
In my
blacklist.
opinion, it's a little bit unfair.
Kaya mas malakas yung BTK.
In terms of timing of engagement, it was not to my liking where Albert goes in first and then R7. I prefer more cohesive kind of engagement and then going together and then selecting the targets right now in the front.
Yeah, look at that Hatred trying to go for the way the Dragon G Kudo combo. Unfortunately, only landing onto Vin. But the Abyssal Arrow again is so on point for Baloyski. This is the name of the game right now. Baloyski on the Selena as the top side will be ganked. R7 will be able to get out of that one. Very fast rotations. That was insane. He knew the limits. He knew Onyx Philippines didn't have the engage potential to lock him down. So he stayed a little bit longer. And now RRQ pushing the face of the lane. Abyssal Arrow unable to connect Vin. Trying to zone Baloyski out. And now again, it is just a 1,000 gold lead, but so far it's still down right in the middle. Missile Arrow opening up the map once more.
It's a 1,000 gold lead off of a significant objective. It's a turret. It's a turret that Aldous on Zin has to really think about. And again, that's what's opening up these rotations for Marky. So they're able to put more of a dent elsewhere. And again, two turrets over the GH. That's not nothing.
Oh, look at that. He's getting the win. Dragon
Tincha Oliver.
Able to turn this around.
Shout out sa'yo, Rudy.
Flicker being used, and the Feather Air Strike comes in, almost taken down, but this is very good setup for Turtle. Vin, he doesn't want the Turtle, he wants a kill. Unfortunately, unable to get that. The Turtle will be taken down in the top side, and the Turtle will be started by Onyx V8. Let's see what happens here. It's going to be chased coming on 7 going for Point Sound, able to connect on to Kyrie, but it's going to him taking the retribution on the Turtle. Zin goes on to Kyrie, still able to dodge with that forward rolls, and that is Onyx picking up the objectives and instantly backing off. But Larsky, maybe they're not done here. Maybe he wants some blood, but no, just backing away.
No, he's blunted. Again, this is just mad discipline coming from Onyx V8. They take what they need, then they get out. Oh, that was force!
Oh, wrong time window. Rockford maybe a little bit too aggressive there. Marcus David Dasha Ron completely outplaying RRQ. A 1-for-1 right now, but Onyx still stays at a 2,000 gold lead.
Yeah, but the thing is, this 2,000 goal lead is still playable because from the side of RQ Hoshi, they can still win this one just because the draft, they have a lot of skilling on this Aldos, on this Barca as well. As Mirko, you yourself has said that this Roger, even though it is very strong in the early stages of the game, but can be very strong as well in later stages of the game just because of how tanky he can get. But from the side of Onyx Philippines, this is an interaction that we
Alam
have
mo magaling yan sa push eh.
which is the Hard as well as the Esmeralda, where it is a matchup where if the Esmeralda plays it well, she can win. But if the Hard can kite around, he can win. And as of right now, look at this engagement coming in from
Right by Baloyski, he'll bring Vin back to the turn right now. The air strike will be positive. Oh, Kyrie! Coming from puncture! And the killing! The triple! Kyrie has finally come to play!
4 for 10 off of the back of a circling eagle bait. RQ Hoshi unable to find anything else on the
Para
map.
lumamang sila ng
Has to
lumamang.
retreat. He was way too deep. Could have pushed the tier 1 down bottom. And now Onyx are going to convert out of their minds. Going to go for the early choke and then start to get equilibrium and even maybe push part the line through all of these lanes. Amazing play.
Yeah, right now we got to go back to the keys to victory, but before that,
Ganun
let's
talaga
look
ng
at the
Uni, kaya
replay
pasok sila.
again. From the side of Arkiyoshi, over here, we can see there's been engages, but he went in alone. His team is
Inano din nala sa
confident.
Torre.
Look at Albert. Albert trying to run
Galing
away.
na lang sila
Fully
to,
still
ubos.
trying to fight. So this is what I'm talking about in terms of their communication. It looks like they're a little bit
Sumasayaw,
all
may
over the
XX
place.
eh,
It's
no?
like, what do you want to
Mga
do? I wanna do
ganun-ganun,
something
ano?
else. So for the side of Hoshi, they
Ang
have
hirap
to be able to
tamaan
force
yun.
ahead on the side of Philippines, and they have to start taking this a little bit
Yes,
seriously and start
yes,
slow their roll and actually go in as a team.
Yeah, at this point right now, it is going to be Onyx with a 4,000 gold lead, and exactly what they like to do right now, splitting up the map, playing it one by one, shoving the lanes, and looking for picks on the board. And honestly, man, we've seen Oloyski just play Rafaela. This Selena is insane.
Yep, it's a more aggressive take on what he's been doing so far. And halfway through the draft, I was expecting that Beloski would try to go for these death bush plays, but look, they're going.
Oh my god, Marky's able to go into the backside. Albert is going to get taken down. There's nothing they can do. Alright, he's run away, but Kyrie comes in with a fair execution. Furious time to come in as well. Zim goes back in for a re-engage onto Blarski. He's able to pick him up right now. His play picks up the double, but Kyrie keeps on going. Zim, he can't go for more. He'll be able to pick up 1-4-1v1 against Kyrie. Has the stacks, half the damage, but will he be able to outplay Kyrie? Zim is not going to be able to. Onyx picks up a wipe out in the 10th minute of the game.
A fight night versus a one-punch man. Boy, this is MLBB, not anime, not manga. And look at
Hindi,
that.
andyan na nga yung dalawa,
Marquez
ayun,
just
nakita
pushed
mo.
all the way straight into the inhibitor in mid. They've opened up all the lanes. Only one tier 2 standing down bottom. And from 14
Galing niya, no, ni
about
Kyrie.
6, Onyx is ahead.
Galing
We
gumamit
gotta
ng
look back
Lancelot.
at the keys to victory for the side of Arkiyoshi. They need to establish lane dominance, and unfortunately, they couldn't do that against Marky. As
Pupunuin
I
niya muna
said
yung
earlier in the game, the point where Marky had the Galimitic Reaper, he actually finished it a little bit earlier than he really should have, and because of that, you start to win off of this hard pick alone. Because right now, in terms of itemization, he already has that Feather of Heaven, Holy Crystal, as well as concentrated energy. Whenever he gets a kill, he's going to get a lot of healing from that. And it can just help him sustain throughout the fight. And the way that Kyrie is playing, he doesn't go head on strong. Yes, he does, but he kites around, he waits for all the cooldowns, and then he is patiently, he can re-engage.
And it's exactly that interaction, that line of decision making by Marky to build this way that's making him win this fight between him and R7. This is an argument that we've been having for the better part of the past 2 years. Esmeralda versus Harriet, Harriet versus Esmeralda, and clearly right now Marky's eating good. Look at this catch.
Way to drag it onto Zid. He can't go anywhere right now. He's going to go low to pick up the unstoppable for Kyrie. And honestly, that is an accurate depiction right now as Blarski just zones away 4 members. He is literally unstoppable. This is RRQ getting dominated here at game number 1. Kyrie already trying to get the Lord. Trying this is an understatement. It's going to be an easy secure for his team.
There is no try, only do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why we can see that in terms of audience prediction,
Nako,
they're
nakakuha
not
kasi
sure whether
Lancelot
it's going to
ng
be
masakit.
RQ or Onyx.
Na
Because again, look at
items,
both
lalo
of
na.
these teams. They're looking very, very strong. Arkiyoshi right now, they're in the back line. I do want to see how are they going to handle this kind of situation, because again, remembering what happened to Dola, they can just go down the game, and then somehow they will find keys to victory, because this is the thing about Indonesian teams. They only need to win one team fight. Just one team fight is all they need, and then they will turn things around.
Absolutely. Now let's see what Onyx has to do here. They have the Lord, Enhanced Lord coming into the mid lane. They are going to set up all the way to go for that siege, a 3-wave push. This is at least an inhibitor taken down. You know, that at the very least, let's see if RRQ can defend. Enhanced Lord marching down the mid lane. It is going to be it taken down instantly right here with the Abyssal Arrow to zone away the members from taking the mid lane. Kyrie just dashing all over the place with the puncture, able to use that passive really, really well, as Onyx will be able to take one in return, and that is the most important one.
Right now, looking at Onyx Philippines, they are looking at a good position to end the game. However, you have to be very careful here.
Albert gets caught, and now it's going to be all off. Completely taken down, and Finn will follow through. Zin is going to be able to crack that bottom side, that back line with the kill. But look at the combo. Wombo is coming in. Kyrie just outplaying the entire team. And looking for the kill. A maniac for Kyrie. No, it's only a triple kill. But Onyx Philippines starts off with a statement.
Kyrie can share.
Sabi.
Kyrie can share. He put the gold all over, but it doesn't even matter. What a start for Onyx Philippines. This is a best of 5.
Kyrie.
And I think we're just getting started. We're literally just getting started.
Best of
See,
5
that
ba?
was a statement. That was a
Tagal
declaration of war.
laban na yan, man.
Yeah, this is a situation where I did not thought that we would be in. I thought the first game we're gonna go guns blazing, and I thought that was the guns.
May na-signal dito.
From our side of RQ,
Ito na nga
they're
yun.
gonna play a little bit more methodical. But looks like in this
46
game,
minutes
RQ
na
is like, we're not that scared to go on
So,
team fight kind of situation.
dalawa
So,
sila.
right now, RQ, they have a
2
lot
hours
to
lang.
respect right now because RQ is looking strong. The Royce is
So,
looking strong. And the Sid, sorry to say, but he has to step up.
At this point, what do we need to take a look at? RRQ, I feel like they played that early game pretty
May
well.
magdamag
But
ulit.
that turtle stayed in second.
Ano na nga, naka-ano na ako, man. Naka-30.
Overcommitted onto that team fight.
Hard to
That's
play now. I'm sure our analysts will get into it. It's just so
Hindi
hard
pa
to
na-record
see.
yung
It's
iba.
so clear what they wanted to do, but for Onyx PH, up until the last pick, you have no idea who's
Siya yung paandar
going
ng
to
Princess
play.
Light.
So I think that also played a huge role. in
Huwag
this
daw, sabi ni ate, huwag daw muna pandarin yung last
See,
kasi
again, that was honestly dominant. That was dominant. That was a one-sided game. And now it is going to be a very, very hard road for RRQ, but it is a best
Lahat
of
yan sa
five.
taas,
So,
sinaksak.
ladies and gentlemen, a lot of the teams
Saksak ko
used the
yung sa
best of
taas.
five in the first game to
640 pa naman.
beat their opponents, and now it is time to
Game
go
two
to
pa
the
yan.
analyst segment. Let's see what Wolf and Canadian have to say. Thanks, boys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad I'm not casting that one because my goodness, it's stressful, it's painful, but also RQ, like Leo said, extremely honest team composition overall.
You need to be the play-by-play caster in that game because of how quick they were with the trigger. I think that was Onyx showtime in that particular game, particularly because they went in for both the flashiest heroes in each role. Like the Lancelot, you can see, obviously so much mechanical skill you have to have when you play that hero, as well as that Harriet. And this is like the debut of the Harriet in this game. And normally all of the M World Championship who feature a Harriet, that time was that was it. That was the game.
That was it. They're gonna have to make sure that they have the latest and the greatest here. But we're gonna quickly shout out our official gaming gear, Razer. As we gotta shout out the Razer Hammerhead True Wireless with the cutting-edge earbuds destined to dominate the soundstage. Designed to dazzle in the blaze of RGB glory, the Razer Hammerhead is decked out with active noise canceling and a 60 ms low latency gaming mode for an audio experience like never heard before. So head on over to Razer.com to learn some more. But we gotta talk about this interesting tech that we saw from our character. Like, I definitely thought that the Harriet was
Yeah,
a little interesting.
I think the word you use is perfect. It's a tech pick coming out from the side of Onyx because it really solves some of their problems. And well, if you're looking at the composition of RRQ, you're going to be interested with this Roger as well as the Aldous because it's the early game dampener from the Roger, and then you have the late game coming out from the Aldous. But with Onyx PH, you have kind of the mid-game power spike that you can see from them. Lancelot obviously good and early in the mid-game. Phenomenal in the early stages when it comes to dealing burst damage. While Harriet is such a good laner, so it's still good in the early game, but it is massive in the mid game. That's what we saw from 8 minutes up until the 13-minute mark.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. You want to see that Calamity Reaper.
Yeah.
The moment he gets that Calamity Reaper, he's going to deal some damage. How do we speed things up as well? Get a Feather of Heaven. But this is supplementary.
Yeah.
You know, having the Harriet is great for the mid game, but I've been seeing this happen more and more often. Hatred as well as Veloisky. Cho with a Selena. Selena on her own. Cho maxing out to get early levels to push for that early game.
So you were talking about items as well as like pushing for the early game, right? For Hatred, he got the emphasis around the 4 minutes and 40 seconds mark. That's very fast. And you know what? You were talking about the better Heaven and Calamity Reaper. Marky actually got that at 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Both items.
Oh, yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, it's brutal.
And honestly, when the casters were talking about, hey, Zink really needs to step up here. To be fair, that's a really hard task to do. And I think, you know, they have to rethink this obviously because this is heavily punishable with an early game composition that for once actually feels very clean, very crisp, very cut, and gets to the point and hurts right at the ankles. The slow build-up is just not enough here. And you can even tell that even Clay is having a little bit of a hard time.
If you're looking at like the Harris, right? It's a tech pick because it didn't really counter the Elvis, but it answered all of the problems of automation. In fact, you can argue that Esmeralda is a problem for the Harris, but it wasn't the case because of the vision that you get from both the Joe as well as the Selena. They were able to pick their fights and get bonus skills using the arrow of the Selena as well.
Absolutely. Like, honestly, this entire composition is heavily reliant on both Ancient and especially Moisky for landing those arrows. Without those, follow-ups and walls to fall backs could have been so different.
So much turret damage actually coming up on the team.
Ay, mamaya na
To take that only 2,000 from RRQ, I think they might have taken down the full turret with that.
Delete ko nga yung password. Zane, baka matumba.
When they started,
Nandoon pa din.
Mukha ng takbo.
but again,
Di kami tumakbo.
it's really a complete group of
Alis na sila dyan? Ha?
Punta sila sa
Sino kasama nila?
Si Kuya JM and
Si JM kasama rin?
Sino yung drive? Dito lang?
Tapos may sip sa auntie doon. Oo, may sip. Meron sa
Kasama?
Sino?
Hindi, may sakit sa
Well, let's go look at our MVP.
Ano sakit?
Nilalam.
Tinatamad?
Of course, it's gotta be Lancelot. It's gotta be a Filipino guy.
Kasama si Tito Lan?
Good at Lancelot. I gotta give it to y'all. It's hard. It's difficult.
I mean, Carl TC got the
Bakit
match
may
and
cellphone
gave
ko
it a big
gagawa?
name for himself as the Honey Boys actually
Pag
went past
gagawa
that.
ng-
And they're happy. They're dancing actually. I mean, bro,
Kasi Kuya Popoy.
Yeah, it's a momentum.
Zane!
Nag-i-school si Kuya? Ba't tinanggal mo yung tali mo?
13 minutes as well. Like, they've got to be working with a lot of momentum on their side, and I'm excited to see what the bounce back here. But I hope they give.
Zane, masisira yan ako.
So far, they've been playing for mid to late. That doesn't seem very RR. It feels like it
No!
Let's see whether or not they're traveling.
okay, you can be excited about the DJ.
One hour na ako.
Waking up. We know this team is a
Wow!
Sa Ate Joy kasama?
Someone else takes the spotlight this time, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Well, all right. That's
Masama!
They have to stand to be throwing it over back for game number 2. Casters, please take it away.
Ah, patay tayo dyan, lobat.
A declaration of
Ito,
war
pang live.
on the Philippines in that first
Ngayon
game.
lang.
Welcome back to the captain desk. We are getting ready for game number 2. Thank you for
Yun na
stellar
lang ako.
analysis from
Naka-play lang sila dito.
Back at it again here with Mirko,
Charger.
Leo, and Baby Lapel.
Power bank?
Mirko, it's an interesting bit.
Kunin mo nga may, abot mo nga muna.
Nasaan ba?
Ayun, charger.
You did say that 70% of teams, or let me rephrase that. Teams who are placed on this side of the stage have a 70% win rate so far.
Abot ba yung
There are
wire
no
dito?
differences, whether it be physical, mental, or like, a matter of atmosphere. And it seems to be something about which side of the street. Quite literally, it is the right side of the two. But all right, let's go and take a look. Ladies and gentlemen, Empty World Championships here continue with the people watching from Miwatch. If you guys want to get in-game rewards, head on over, man. Because people at Miwatch right now, they're bathing in all that in-game rewards, man. Go ahead and check it out. For the people who are watching at Miwatch, hello once again from Mirko, Leo, and Baby Lafel here at the desk.
Yeah, thank you very much, Daddy Mirko. But now, looking back into the game, the side I want to do is it's obvious that they have a very good momentum going into this game. But on the side of our Q, I feel like, again, this is also one of the situations where they are most comfortable at because looking at game, even if they rarely have this happening to them, but again, they are prepared for it now. Coming to the situation, let's talk about this realistically. Was the Aldous pick all that quick?
I didn't like it, honestly, but the reason they picked the Alvis was maybe to set up a link pick. They thought the link would be up and open, up for grabs in that second phase, but instantly, I'm like, they saw the Alvis, I'm gonna ban the link. Yep, played right into it, and I guess if he was too much to expect that, yeah, Lin hasn't been
Galing yun naman. Galing ng Onyx, no?
to get it through, but
Pero talo sila nung finals.
they understood. And going into this now, this might have
Ay,
been
pinag-aaralan na talaga nila.
This might have been an ultra instinct level RFU that's just hyper aware of what they need to do.
Yeah, but speaking about going back to basic rounds,
Pero ganyan naman ang
for both
una
these
eh.
teams, I
Pero
feel
maganda.
they have to especially the Drow, which is shy to draft and getting late. Because the Aldous, if it was going into the jungle, it might have been fine. Because again, Aldous in the jungle can scale up very, very fast, and damage will come much quicker come mid-game, so it'd be much more useful. But having the Aldous in gold lane, even though a lot of people are saying that, yeah, that is a very good pick, you can survive a lot of things, and you can scale up, infinitely. But I really feel like going up against both of these teams, every single player is one of the best in their respective roles. I feel like in terms of drafting, draft winning lanes, go back to the Boreal, Clint versus Brody, Clint going up against Olivia. Let's not have this losing matchup because it's not fair for the players.
And to be fair, it was so hard to draft winning lanes from game one. If there's a Selena about, right? There's a Selena upon, arrows are coming at you from all sorts of angles.
You don't even need the arrows, just the missile trap. That is enough to have a lot of damage in the early game.
So maybe ban that out, that might be key here.
There you go, there you go.
DJ, wow!
Yeah, it's the ban right there coming in from the side of RRQ Hoshi, Big Trick, Selena, and Natan. On the Philippines still sticking with the same bans here. Yip, Hayabusa, and the Mosquito. So again, for on the Philippines, they are sticking to what works. If they broke, don't fix it, man. We're just going to stick with the same strategy with RRQ. They need some fixing to do here in the first pick. Last time around, they picked up the Esmeralda. That's the comfort first pick for them. But now, do they want to pick up something else?
Right now, looking at RQ, in terms of the band that they have a lot of wave clear as a lot of range. So looking from the side of RQ, probably you want to play something a little bit more early oriented where they don't want any kind of shenanigans to clear the lanes very, very fast. Right now, with the side of Onyx Philippines, Marsa is in a good look right now. However, if they do not want to get possibly countered by another pick, because even Esmeralda is good going up against Marsa.
Oh, but look at that. Instantly, the side of Onyx Philippines, they pick up the Cho once again right here. The same exact draft. Oh, Onyx Philippines. Let's see if they actually go for the same exact draft right here. It is the Esmeralda, it is the Cho, and different Larski with your rinse.
Yeah, very clearly going in different directions. But over his face, he's not playing around anymore. Quick note, as we allow this draft on I wonder what the mentality is for RRQ Hoshi right now. Going into game number 2, they're down a game in this best of 5. We're in just maybe 30 minutes ago, they won that M3 player's choice.
Hawak mo yung
How
cellphone.
must it feel to be on
ayaw mo.
Akin na.
Alright, Jake.
Oh.
Exactly.
That's the thing right here.
Wala naman yan.
Mentality, right?
Gagamitin.
Mentality. How is RRQ doing right now? But honestly, after seeing their games at MPLID, they have the mentality to come back.
I agree because I feel like for the side of RRQ, I'm gonna borrow a word from Indonesia. Yes, for them this is pretty normal because winning a lot of things is normal for them. So yes, they just won something, but I feel like they don't have that in the back of their minds right now. I think they're really focused on this game specifically.
Yeah, but look at that. Instantly, the response from RRQ is, do you want the last one? I'm not going to give it to you, but Lancelot birthday bling! Oh my god, this is a moment, ladies and gentlemen. The two best junglers in the world with the Lancelot and the Ling, the two top mechanical heroes in the game.
What I also like though is what they picked with that Lancelot. It's the Ruby. And now RRQ, they're armed. They are ready to take these fights for it. Okay, you want to play around? You want to play footsies? No. You play on our territory. This is how we want to approach you. It's this or the highway.
But now, let's see. From the side of RRQ, now that they did pick up the link, they are going to ban out that Aldous. There has just been a pick that has come out a lot from RRQ. So now RRQ, after seeing that game, what else do you want to ban? What else do you want to take out? It is the Natalia, actually. Very interesting. Maybe you can speak about Natalia a little bit more here.
Yeah, okay, so Natalia probably a pick that they have seen, perhaps even experience the way that maybe on the Philippines, because again, the way that they move very fast all across the map, trying to focus on the side is and then trying to get individual turrets. So perhaps this is just to make sure that from the side of on the Philippines, they do not play faster than RQ because we see this matchup, Lancelot against the Ling. Ling is very thinking game. Lancelot, you can get that power spike right now. So maybe from the side of RQ, they just don't want on Philippines to be faster than that.
Yep, that and it's just another bottling pick for Beloyski. This man has won an MPL championship off the back of a Natalia that just snowballed for that then franchise's team's second back-to-back. So, yeah, this is RRQ. This is Coach Achille looking at history, knowing that, hey, watch out for Baloyski's Natalia. I wonder what else will be taken out after Onyx PH took out the Lunox, which, yeah, Sin doesn't have a hero just yet, nor does Clay.
Yeah, absolutely. They're saving it for last right now and banning away the Farsa from Hatred. Very interesting coming in here. On the Philippines, they still have the gold lane and the base to pick up for themselves as well. Or if this Cho suddenly just goes to the gold lane or the mid lane.
That's the thing, you just mentioned it. The fact that at this point, Onyx PH is still a blank slate. I mean,
Yes.
you know where the XP laner is, you know where the jungle is, but how about the other two lanes? This is, I think, how Onyx PH wrote the code in MPL Philippines Season 8 when they beat Blacklist, gave them their first series loss.
Yeah, there you go. It's Lilia pickup for the side of Onyx Philippines. You want to burst us? We are going to answer with sustain.
Still nothing. Doesn't say anything.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, why I say for the side of RQ, it's good to ban on this in Lydia because it's essentially the same thing as Nathan as well as the Beatrix, where it's good in the early game and it can clear the lane very, very fast. So right now on Philippines, they still have an answer. And right now with the Louis as the Flynn can win the lane unless it's going to fight against this big lane.
I have a fun fact, guys. This Lo Yi did not appear a single time in MPL Season 8, but that Lo Yi was the favorite hero of Clay back in MPL Season 7, and our Philippines will wrap up their draft with the Matilda. All right, back in MPL Season 7, when he finished third place with Kemper Wolf, that was his hero. 88% win rate after picking it 18 times. This man on that Lo Yi was a monster. That was why RRQ looked at him and like saw the potential. We want this kid, and we're picking it up. Let's see if he can perform on that Lo Yi here today.
Honestly, fighting against a Louis, that's super annoying because when you want to go in for a team fight, you really have to watch out because you don't want to get too close to your own team because if you're having the light color and then you have the purple color, and then you're just gonna get a lot of trouble from your own side of because it's such a thing where you have to reprogram your head to be far away from the team. Right now, from the side of Onyx Philippines, every single engage that they have to go into, they really have to look at play honestly. And like you said, this Louis is amazing.
It's not going to be as easy given that they don't have the same vision they had from game number 1. Onyx PH, they also have to recalibrate, readjust.
Yeah, absolutely. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to see the hype from the chat. Hashtag it's Onyx time or hashtag Viva RRQ. Let's support the teams as they go to war in the second game in the Land of Dawn.
Game number 2, it's another story, but Hatred's still playing that show alongside Baloyski's Matilda. There's still a lot of potential here for mechanical outplays, but again, I will have to. Oh, give me a second. RRQ came to play. They brought a little bit more firepower this time around.
Yeah, a lot of firepower. The early stage is in, and Marky go out of the gold lane. Marky going in very aggressively. Sin forced to recall right now with 1 HP. But one of the main conditions that you said was Sin needs to step up in this best of 5. And look at that mid lane. Hatred already getting fully out of his lane by Clay.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of the strategies coming in from Onyx Philippines because again, Marky has been getting that lane matchup win. Aside of the XP lane, it seems very normal. It seems very we've seen this matchup for quite a while, but right now from the side of Onyx Philippines as well are Yoshi. I want to see the jungler matchup.
Yeah, let's see. Albert already now going in already aggressively onto that mid lane. Kyrie is already waiting as well as Albert just keeps on dashing with the puncture, going on to Hatred one more time. So goes on to Boyski right now. That's going to be Kyrie into his first blood. Picked up by Kyrie, and he jumps and takes all the play. Almost getting Albert. He's still able to outplay. Hatred goes in, and Kyrie styles on RRQ Hoshi once more.
That was so fun. Okay, a lot of jumping going around. Front to back, left to right, from the side of Onyx Philippines. They did that with so much style. Right over the side of RRQ Hoshi. That is not what we're supposed to see. We're supposed to see the Lancelot taking out displaying the thing right now. 1-0-1. When it's feeling Hero has the advantage, that's a big advantage.
1,000 gold lead for Onyx Philippines right now. Leo, this is looking really good. As Larsky, look at what he's doing. He's actually just baiting the turtle right there so that RRQ won't have the opportunity, won't even have the chance to look for it.
Yep, again, this is just what this Uranus does on Belarski. It owns a part of the map. And look at what Hatred and Kyrie are setting up.
Oh, Hatred going to the backside is going to be able to get the way the dragon, but a very, very nice flicker by Clay. And now it's the re-engage from RRQ. Belarski, though, does a lot of damage onto Clay. This is Clay with very low HP. He needs to be backing away right now, but Belarski is in the midst of it all. Let's see what happens here. RRQ backing away. All right, disengaging.
Again, just as long as Belarski owns that quarter, nothing is easy for RRQ. Nothing comes close to even achievable because of how far Belarski can cut. And look at this, Kyrie threatening the steal. Does he get it? He does!
Oh my god, Kyrie was able to take it with a retribution and instantly pinch poisons away with the help of Hatred and Beloyski, who has rotated to that bottom side. Amazing retribution from Albert.
More than a week in the M3, I can say that Kyrie has just evolved. Kyrie has just become a better jungler than he was day one, and I think there is one key factor here. He's just more used to the foes we're using right now. That's a legit fact. I have spoken to the young man, and he admitted that this is not the size of phone he was expecting coming in M3. And after days of competition, look at what he's doing. Look at how far he's performing. Just out of his mind. Even Albert must be surprised at this point.
Absolutely, man. Everyone expected Albert to be the one with the better mechanics, quote unquote, right now. But let's see. It's an all-out fight coming in. Beloyski going for something. He goes into the athletic connecting, and then get the Albert picking up the hurdle right now. As RRQ have flipped the switches right now. It's going to be Kyrie backing away. Falling shot right now. Right now, the first will be able to release he's still able to run away. Forward.
Ayusin natin to.
And that is the goal lead left for Onyx Philippines.
Kaya ko yan eh.
Honestly, right
Ako
now,
si Ana and sila ba yan, Nina? Ako pa. Talo, hindi na ako mananamat. Ako pa.
Sa Gcash.
I have no idea.
Kayo kaya takbo ng takbo.
Matapa si Inday ha.
That's a lot of everything. And right now, I'm getting those
Ako
kills.
sunod.
Great.
Ito mo. Ako ito bayad.
1,000, but are you still
Ito aking blue and purple.
One of the past 5 minutes,
Tama na natawag ko na.
minute 1 of game 1. There's just so
Ano
much
ba tayo
happening.
62
The
na ito?
conflict, the only other thing we're missing is an Albert Savage.
Hindi ah, hindi yan load dun.
It might come to the game that they have a better group. They have more load
Kasi
now.
ayun.
And now that the outer turn engines are down,
Bakit wasa
expect
blue?
that they're actually going to rotate a little more aggressively.
Oh, look at
Wala
the
pa si
damage
Tita
coming off the
Lalan?
play, taking half of Kyrie's health bar. But RRQ has rotated to the bottom side. Monkey now is going to be the target, but he's still able to get outside. Now goes in for 1v3. Wait, the dragon to take it back to the team. And on 7, he's trying to run away, but Kyrie is coming in for the kill. That's another kill for RPH.
Oo, ikaw lang. Ikaw lang.
Earlier, we would want to carry game.
Oh, look at that. Albert just keeps on going in and using and over the goes to zone. Almost styling Julian Beloyski. The blink is with that top side. The turn by
Sabi niyo na nga Alam niya, pabayaan mo si ate. Kung kaya niya
Unfortunately, still
lumalabas.
able to run away, but you can see the banner execution prediction as the diversion comes through. Clay gets it and moves back to the mid lane.
There's nothing that will stop Albert from getting his num-num.
Amen.
He saw Marky, he said, Marky num-num, I'm going to take it underneath the turret.
Terence, ano ba?
Good
magpabaro ka nga.
There are limitations at what they will
Hindi ba doon? Hindi kaya yata naglaro eh.
And despite them finding more, but look,
Dito.
Oh my God!
get away with it.
Yeah,
Unless Albert has something to say. No, he's okay.
Dito.
beautiful.
Hindi ba dito?
Dito Randy si Terence! Sayang mag-share.
Terence ah!
Now it's going to be Kyrie
Paano
going in.
ba to?
Clay still able to go in onto the turtle. And now as Albert has made his way back to the city, turtle taken away by Kyrie. Albert comes in, doing some damage, but unfortunately unable to target anyone. He might be targeted right now. He's going to get slayed. And RRQ, they're looking exactly Clay! He comes in, he sees Kyrie, and he saves the team one more time. R7 looking for a kill. He will be able to get it. Hatred goes in the way of the Dragon. As R7 tries to cat away from Hatred. He's still able to play. R7 with the double kill as he flickers backwards, and Clay is there for the peel.
Right now, looking at the side from Mario Hoshi again, Clay is putting in work 0, 1, and 3. But look at the damage, look at the crowd control. Right now, I feel like they need to set up for this banana split. They need to avoid the team fight. Because right now, sure, it looks like they can still win it, but Mario Hoshi. I feel like this is their deal with everything.
So scores, so many mechanical outplays and amazing types of plays.
Lalaro ka ba? Patay ka muna.
Until it doesn't really matter, right? So I agree with you. Stop fighting.
Kaso loob ba?
Where they want you to fight, set up the banana split and then go from there. Because these 4, 5-man collapses between these two teams, that's not how the thing is rolling. That's Mario Hoshi style.
Ay, huwag kayo nag-aaway, ha?
This is them dialing back,
Ah, may na.
staying on their course, staying in their lane. Let's push it up.
Love that. I love that. But I think that this show is
Ah, dito ka upo, Light.